Hello YouTubers, hello. Got a new tripod, so I'm testing out, testing it out with video on observation kind of thing. Anyway, it's actually a review kind of, or comparison between rock rooster and handpoint. Because you'll see two boots that look similar, and you'll see two boxes that look similar. So yeah, try not to bug it. Yeah, let's see. I'm kind of in the frame. So first of all, these are two separate companies. Got the two boxes there. According to Rock Rooster themselves, handpoint, which would be the one on the right, even the boot would be one on the right, is fake. They are fake, according to Rock Rooster. Which they're probably correct. The boxes look so similar, it's not even funny. Like, wow. So I kind of should get into a little history on how I came across at least handpoint. Rock Rooster, you kind of know how I came across them. But handpoint I came across through looking into Die Hard. As I know, Die Hard was discontinued probably a year or more ago. As I know, there's a channel called the Craftsman Essentials that had a review of Craftsman boots, and he switched to Carolina boots. I remember even looking to when he mentioned, when I found his video and watched it, I remember like, oh yeah, Die Hard is, go to Amazon and it says discontinued and all that kind of stuff. But now you can find Die Hard boots. You can find Die Hard boots under the Rock Rooster name and under the handpoint name. Because if you go to Amazon, you can find, if you search for Die Hard, you'll sometimes see where there actually just says Die Hard and it won't say who's selling it. Or you'll see Rock Rooster selling it, or you'll see handpoint selling it on Amazon, or even eBay too. So I looked into who's supposed to be manufacturing these boots, manufacturing Die Hard boots. And according to everything I'm seeing, Rock Rooster is the one supposed to be, that's supposed to be making them. And according to them, they are making them. You know, I talked to them, they're easy to talk to. So they're the ones supposed to be making them. But where does handpoint come in, or where does handpoint fit in? Because what the oddest thing is that diehard.com, which is now owned by Advanced Auto, links to Amazon, but it links to handpoint on Amazon. Or I guess I should clarify a few things. The last time I was on diehard.com in their boot section, it just had two that listed there. And you click on either one, and it takes you to those boots on Amazon sold by handpoint, which would be the one on the right with the decorative H. But they're Die Hard boots sold by handpoint. Like, wait a minute. I thought Rock Rooster is supposed to be making these, and according to Rock Rooster, handpoints are fake. So the only thing there's two things I can think of as to why Die Hard would be, there might be more than two, but two things I can think of as to why Die Hard's linking to handpoint. Whoever made the website may have just kind of, they don't really care about the boots because they know they're not making them, so they just kind of like link to two on Amazon, and they happen to be made by handpoint. That's my conclusion. The other one, I guess the other theory is that maybe at some point in time in the past, handpoint was making these boots. Maybe, I don't know. Because when I searched and researched handpoint, everything points to them starting up recently. Like their eBay store, which I happen to find their eBay store, started in 2019. Amazon, there's the actual store on Amazon doesn't even go back very far. They don't really tell you on Amazon when a store started, but you can kind of look at reviews, and the reviews only go back less than a year. They're like, well, it can't be around, it couldn't have been around that long. And their website, which is handpoint.us, is, you know, only about, 2 years old, I think, if I remember right. Like, okay, so they haven't been around very long. But according to their website, they've been around since 1980 which is the year that Rock Rooster also started. So like I think they're just copying Rock Rooster, because it looks like a lot of their stuff is just a copy of Rock Rooster. Like their boxes there, even their boots. These two boots look similar. Their insoles don't look similar because I have their insoles over to the right here because they're so uncomfortable. I took them out of the boots. These are their insole. These are the most uncomfortable insoles I have ever had. Well, maybe not the most uncomfortable. I've probably seen worse, but they are terrible. So I took them out because to me these are absolute junk insoles. The most uncomfortable insoles. Rock Rooster insoles are awesome. Rock Rooster insoles are just awesome. But those handpoint insoles are terrible. And these are the handpoint boots. See, they have the decorative H. And they even have the decorative H on the tongue. But they look very similar to a Rock Rooster boot, because I have a Rock Rooster boot here that's kind of similar. It's got a different sole on it. This has got a Vibram sole. Rock Rooster does sell one that has a bottom kind of similar to this. I think in my other video you can kind of see one with a bottom similar. But anyway, but this is the Rock Rooster one. There's their Rock Rooster logo or thing, and there's their Rock Rooster thing right there. But the one difference is that Rock Rooster has this. Handpoint ones don't. These are the handpoint ones. They don't have anything like that. Now this is obviously a difference. Handpoint has this, but I know that some Rock Roosters have that too. Just not the Vibram ones. It's not these Vibram ones. Now, what I did notice, I was wearing these yesterday, so I kind of have the Rock Rooster insole in there. But this is the handpoint one, and when I put them on, there's a little difference. They feel very, very similar. When I put them on, they feel so very similar. The biggest difference that I noticed is that the Rock Rooster does cause blisters on my heel, at least these ones. I know that I think in my last video I said that the ones in the last video, or maybe not the last video, but the one where I was comparing Rock Rooster to Patron boots, I said that those in that video didn't cause blisters, and they don't. But for some reason these do. This style here does. But it's a big, easy fix. I mean, you can buy little inserts. Actually, I should go get that. Okay, I'm back. You just put these little inserts. I should probably take them out of the package. Oops. Yeah, you just buy these little inserts that you put in the heel. They're cheap because they're buy them for like $1 a piece. And you just put them in there. Put them on the inside, in the inside. Actually, that might even help with the longevity. But yeah, that's a fix for that. But that's the only issue I have with these, is it causes blisters, and they are the right size too. And I remember in the one video I thought that the reason for blisters was the wrong size, but those are the right size. So no idea. These handpoint ones don't have that issue, but they have a different issue, and that is that this black piece here, this black, I don't know what it is, if it's rubber or whatever it is, it's hard. Like it's a hard plastic was what it kind of feels like, even though it's got some squishiness to it. It feels like a hard plastic, so it feels like you got something, like you have handcuffs or something on your leg there. Like, yeah. And like that's the only issue with these, and there's no fix to that. I can't just put something in there to fix that, because it's just really hard. Like this black material is just really hard for whatever reason. Whereas the Rock Roosters, it's much softer. Much softer. But those are the only differences between the two when I put them on. Obviously the soles are different, but when I wear them, they feel, it's almost like the same boot except for those two things. Like these feel like the same boot. How they got it so close, I don't know. I mean, they really copied it almost identical. I mean, these look, they are just so close. Yeah.